What's happening? My dysfunctional family. It's that one dysfunctional girl, my Shakia, back with a dysfunction. That's what you gotta know. If you haven't done so already, make sure you smash that subscribe button, bang that post notification button so you know every time I post a video. It is lit over here. Let's get into it. So I was just telling myself this morning, y'all, like, okay, I'm gonna go in here and get breakfast stuff. But as I thought to myself and realized, like, so I cook breakfast every morning. So I've been cooking breakfast every morning. And by me doing that, y'all know I keep a house full anyway. So I'm cooking breakfast every morning and I'm having to buy breakfast every morning. So what I typically cook, the bread that y'all just seen in the beginning. So I buy a loaf of bread. So that loaf of bread and then the Kerrygold butter. And if y'all use that, y'all know that is a very expensive butter. So I buy a loaf of bread and then I melt the butter onto the bread. They usually come in sticks. So I melt the butter onto the bread. And so I'm using like at least a stick of butter, a whole loaf of bread, also a pack of bacon. And then I haven't been doing like much with the with the breakfast because y'all know last year when I used to cook breakfast, I used to make the hash browns. I used to do fresh fruit. I used to do like fresh cinnamon rolls or something like that. Sausage, bacon, eggs. But they started requesting stuff and didn't want like all the stuff that I was cooking. Some of them do, some of them don't. But it's like, if y'all don't want all of this stuff, I am not about to keep spending, all this money and then y'all not eating it. Like, that is like crazy. So I just stopped. So my typical breakfast now is just the toast. So I grab a loaf of that bread that y'all seen. So I do the toast, the eggs. As y'all can see, the eggs that I buy are the Eggland's brown eggs. Like, if you're an egg eater, you can definitely tell the difference. Okay, hear me good. If you eat eggs, you can definitely tell the difference. Okay, so these are the eggs that I usually buy, and depending on what store you get them from, they're between $5 and $7, depending on what store you get them from. Now there was just recently a recall on eggs, and I think it was the brown eggs, but I think it was like organic or something like that. So yes, try them. You will love them and you will never go back. As far as the milk goes, I usually buy the lactose milk. Me and my children definitely suffer from lactose issues, okay? So at school, Carter gets soy milk, and he said he drinks it. He's okay with it. Damon does not like soy milk at all. So he would prefer to deal with the stomach issues over soy milk. Because even when I buy the lactose milk, and that's what the debate was, that's why I was standing at this cooler for so long, because even with the lactose milk right there, as y'all can see, it still can upset our stomach. So sometimes it's just like, you know what, it is what it is. But most of the time, if I can help it, I definitely like to buy the lactose milk. And I was just walking past the thing and I forgot to show Booby actually, because I thought that was pretty cool that Selena Gomez had some Oreos. I was like, what? I'm gonna have to show Booby this. If y'all watched my video this morning, y'all see that I did find the ice cream I was looking for yesterday. I thought that they discontinued it. They did discontinue it at this particular Myers that I was at. yesterday morning. So I ended up seeing this All-American ice cream. And I'm like, I'm going to try it. I got it. I tried it. I am not crazy about it. Just because they did not have the ice cream that I typically buy, like usually. And I'm like, somebody done left this doggone cooler open down here. That was like strange and weird, but I just walked past and closed it. But the ice cream that I usually buy and that I have grown to be obsessed with is called Homemade. That's the name brand. That's the brand name for the ice cream. Homemade. And then it's the cookies and cream flavor. If y'all have not tried that yet, you guys are missing out on everything. Y'all missing out on life, period. If y'all haven't tried the Homemade brand ice cream, cookies and cream, and I don't know if they have it in your state, but if they don't, I really feel sorry for you guys. It is literally the best ever, okay? When I say the best ever, literally the best ever. I'm emphasizing that because it is. It definitely is. But here we are at this butter again. Like I was telling y'all, it's very expensive. Somebody did leave a comment for me and told me that they do have the one stick. I think they said at Walmart. I have not come across it yet. So I'm going to definitely have to check it out when I go back to Walmart. I did not look today. I was there today and did not get a chance to look today. So when I do go back, I will have to make sure I put a note to myself to check that out. Just because it is definitely more convenient. But I am gonna go do a restock in a grocery haul. Just it's time. The kids are out. I did one before they got out for the summer or whatever. And they definitely been eating. Their appetites are big. Oop, that just reminded me I need to take out some chicken when I'm done with this video. But I thought this was really cool and neat that they finally did something like this for the fathers. This was my first time seeing it. Krispy Kreme having a Father's Day little donut set. I think that was cool. I like this. I honestly, if they have them still, I might go back and get my father one for Father's Day. Y'all do not forget Father's Day is Sunday. And a lot of times they do spoil us for Mother's Day. So let's just return the love and show these fathers some love. I mean, regardless to the fact, and it's just my opinion, but if you made children, you're a father. So I'm going to tell you happy Father's Day anyway. I ain't never got off into that or, cared too much about the whole, my baby daddy ain't this, my baby daddy ain't that. I be too focused on taking care of the kids. So I be too focused on what I am doing to focus on what they not doing. But moral of the story, Father's Day is coming Sunday. So June 15th. So y'all go get them fathers something, or at least tell them happy Father's Day. Y'all be wanting them to tell y'all happy Mother's Day. So go ahead and tell them deities happy Father's Day. But I couldn't decide if I wanted to do bacon or steak for them for breakfast. And I had just decided, I'm like, I'm just going to get these chicken sausage for myself. If they want some, they can get some. If they don't, they don't. But I'm going to do something for myself for once. Because I never do nothing for myself, So I just ended up not getting the bacon or the steak. And I just got the chicken sausage. So I got to the register and started ringing up the stuff. And I be trying to spend as less as possible. But even when you try to do that, you still come out of there spending a bag. For one meal is and it's for breakfast, and it's not even, like I said, a full breakfast. It don't be, a lot. And that little bit of stuff came up to almost $25, But I thank God that I am blessed to be able to feed my family. I live for these type of things. And then coming home and having to take the things inside or whatever, because Marley wasn't with me and I didn't feel like calling him and having him come outside. And I say it is a lot of things that we take for granted, and that is definitely one, because me not having to do that is definitely a flex. It definitely is. But don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Thank y'all.